As I'm assuming that most people watching this won't, hello Jem, most people who see this won't know who I am or what I do. I'm going to do this song to start with by way of introduction. This is called My Own Way. I'm old enough to know my mind, I'm over 21. I know the things that I don't like and my idea of fun. And I'm happy in the shadows, I'm not hurting anyone. But it just happens to be true, I'm happy in my skin. And although my done and done might not be the greatest sin, some people don't like people who don't like joining in. So I say thanks for your directions, your guidance and corrections, your little interjections, your views and your reflections. But I don't care what you say, let the sheep come out to play. You follow if you want to, I'll go my own way. Now everybody knows a twat who says they should cheer up, but really is it your concern whether I have a cup that is half full or half empty? Why don't you just shut up and ask yourself if, like that tree that falls down to the ground when there's no one there to hear it and might not make a sound, is everyone still miserable when you're not around? So I say thanks for your directions, your guidance and corrections, your little interjections, your views and your reflections. But I don't care what you say, no one likes you anyway. You babble if you want to, I'll go my own way. I met a shiny-headed man who had a flag tattoo. He said he loved his country and that I should love it too. I said I'd love it even more without the likes of you. Oh, when they play God Save the Queen, well, I choose not to rise. I'm quite happy where I am, I don't need the exercise. But there's always someone there on hand to criticize. So I say thanks for your directions, your guidance and corrections, your little interjections, your views and your reflections. But I don't care what you say, let the national anthem play. You stand if you want to, I'll go my own way. I saw a group of Jesus friends out preaching fire and hell. They had their poor unfortunate young children there as well. Why must parents take their kids along? Well, let me tell. Well, it's 'cause they were branded too when they were a kid, and so now they brand their own just like their parents did. But let their children choose their God, ha, God forbid. So I say thanks for your directions, your guidance and corrections, your little interjections, your views and your reflections. But I don't care what you say, you can throw your life away on bullshit if you want to. Let them go their own way. Now there are choices there for those who like to walk in step. There's the Army or the Navy, or there's the RAF, or the Foreign Legion too, if you just want to forget. And if that is the life for you, I wish you all the best. But when the crowds are cheering, allow me to feel depressed when I remember Owen's dulce et decorum est. So I say thanks for your directions, your guidance and corrections, your little interjections, your views and your reflections. But I don't care what you say, stand stiff on Remembrance Day. Well, you can if you want to, I'll go my own way. So I don't want to join your gang, I don't want to belong. No, I'm quite happy as I am singing my little song. And I'd like it even more if you didn't sing along. No, I'll let others sacrifice their dignity for fame, or live life clinging on by the skin of daddy's name. It's up to you what you do, but I won't play that game. So I say thanks for your directions, your guidance and corrections, your little interjections, your views and your reflections. But I don't care what you say, my buttocks won't go on display. You spread yours if you want to, I'll go my own way. That's My Own Way. I hope you can hear it. I don't think there's much I can do about it, to be honest. So here's hoping. Sounds fine. Oh, good, good. That's great. Thank you. In days at school, I played the fool, as dumb as I could be. My shirt and tie were all awry, though they looked all right to me. But oh, my teachers were distressed to see me looking such a mess. Rebellion left them unimpressed. And oh, those clothes, they made me join the school cadets, all berets and shiny boots. I said the khaki army will set you up for the army dressed in suits. And get ready for inspection, everybody stand to attention. Oh look, Sergeant Major's got an erection. Oh, what a thrill for idiots in uniforms. Some are made and some are born. They live their lives in little swarms. Idiots in uniforms, idiots in uniforms. But all the same, the day soon came to leave them all behind, and it was no surprise when my demise led to the unemployment line. But oh, the job club were distressed to see me looking such a mess. My Mohican left them unimpressed. And oh, those clothes, why not join the police force? They need good men like you. But I've got a sense of humour, and that would never do. Who are we, sir? Lewis Hamilton? This car, sir. Is this your vehicle? Are you black, sir? That's illegal. Oh, for the wit of idiots in uniforms. Some are made and some are born. They live their lives in little swarms. Idiots in uniforms. Idiots in uniforms. So with my guitar I made a start on my glittering career. I climbed and climbed up through the ranks, and finally I'm here. But oh, Zaza was so distressed to see me looking such a mess. Of course my songs left her unimpressed. And oh, those clothes, get yourself down Kensington and buy yourself some gear. But I'd rather walk around naked than have to sit and hear. Would you like it? It's really super. Cause it's all pure natural fibre. Cost a fortune down hyper. God give me strength for idiots in uniforms. Some are made and some are born. They live their lives in little swarms. Idiots in uniforms. Idiots in uniforms. Idiots in uniforms. Idiots in uniforms. Idiots in uniforms, idiots in uniforms. Oh, I'll be a traitor, I'll betray my king. I'll be a burglar, I'll go breaking in. I'll be a tramp, I'll be anything, but never let me be an idiot in uniform. Some are made and some are born. They live their lives in little swarms. Idiots in uniforms, 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 idiots in uniforms. Ha ha. That's idiots in uniforms. The evening starts badly. I know I am to blame. She says her favorite color's silver. I say, well, Judas was the same. Don't know what to do. Just spend my evening sitting with other women wishing they were you. Every night I tell them how you made my life a mess, how you look like a heart attack in that little yellow dress. Don't know what to do, just spend my evening sitting with other women wishing they were you. I don't wanna see nobody if I can't see you. I don't wanna waste their time or mine, but still I do, it's true. I know the evening's wasted before I even know her name. Doesn't matter how it starts, it always ends the same. Don't know what to do, just spend my evening sitting with other women wishing they were you. I don't wanna see nobody if I can't see you. I don't wanna waste their time or mine, but still I do, it's true. Then I walk home alone, shuffling with my dreams, blowing like yesterday's gossip magazines. Don't know what to do, just spend my evening sitting with other women wishing they were you. Oh, I do. Ever since you left, my future's looking black. Darling, won't you tell me, aren't you ever coming back? For until you do, I'll spend my evening sitting with other women wishing they were you. That's wishing they were you. What's next? It was a great war, the great war, the greatest war there's ever been. It was a war to end all wars. It didn't, that's how it seemed. It was a great war, the great war, with the bodies and the blood, the shell holes, the hell holes, the trenches and the mud. It was a great war, the great war, the last war when no one dared to question the orders. No one knew or no one cared. And you stand there with your poppies as a tribute to the ones who gave their lives for nothing, for the fathers and the sons. Then next day you go out and buy your kids toy guns. Well, go on, and why not? You've got to teach them while they're young. It was a great war, the great war, the greatest war we've ever seen. We killed their side, we killed our side, we killed anybody in between. It was a great war, the great war, better still than Waterloo, better yet than Agincourt, better still than World War II. It was a great war, the great war, the greatest chance we ever got to die for our country, or if not, then to be shot. And you stand there in your silence, just like we used to do, like you were waiting for their whistle, for their orders to come through. Or can't you see you're still doing just what they tell you to? I remember what they did to us they could do to you in a great war, like the Great War, the greatest war we've ever known. We took simple fields, made them hell on earth, turned 1 million men to stone. But it was a great war, the Great War. It was not our duty to survive. We weren't idiots, we were patriots. Come on, boys, keep the myth alive. It was the Great War, the Great War. But you led us up the garden path, and still you lead us every year up to the cenotaph. And you stand there, politicians, wiping tears from your eyes, with the hands that shake the hands of the dictators you supply. Well, I cannot see the honor, nor the glory, nor the pride, and I will not wear your poppy, and I will not stand silent by. That is the Great War. This is called Don't Cry Marie. The new album. I don't know if you can see this up here, but behind me up here is the website jays.com. If you want to go there, and if you like this stuff, go and add yourselves to the mailing list, and you'll get information about the new album, which should be out and about, I don't know, maybe a month. Hopefully not much more than that, but maybe a bit more. Who knows? This is called Don't Cry Marie. Of course you looked much older when I saw you on the street, a rug around your shoulders, standing in bare feet. And I think that you once told me when you were little you ran free, and how you were always barefoot when you lived by the sea, in those days of little secrets, sat on your father's knee. I think that I first saw you in a cafe by yourself, or maybe there was Zuzu too, or maybe someone else, but anyway. Then along came Betty. She always had a thing for me. She liked to talk of Jesus and numerology, and how things are never quite the way they seem to be. Don't cry, Marie. Don't cry, Marie. Don't cry, Marie. And all along the boulevard, the lights are going out on our dreams that slip away into the cold patchouli dawn and disappear like breath on glass. And watching from a window, a woman stops to stare at a young man tracing shadows for his lover in the air. He draws her lies, he draws her dreams and the hopes of better days, and he mirrors her decisions in 1,000 different ways. And the details, they don't matter as long as she stays. And if you show a little willing and a little flesh as well, you can turn a pretty shilling in this small and cheap hotel. And if the police arrive, the girls slip on a decoy wedding ring, and the artists and the poets, well, they don't say a bloody thing. And the singers, oh the singers, all they do is sing. Don't cry, Marie. Don't cry, Marie. Don't cry, Marie. And all along the boulevard, the lights are going out on our loves that slip away into the cold patchouli dawn and disappear like breath on glass. Police laid out the stuff they'd raided in the square. They took a young man off, he looked like Patrick Devere. Bet said he could be an angel or a model or an actor on TV. You said it doesn't matter who he is or whatever he could be. All our lives and nothing more than stones thrown at the sea. And now the night advances, the boys all hang around, courts of cafe princes, each one looking to be crowned, just like the boys you long to love you in your dreams so well rehearsed, when you lay in the sand dunes while they would quench their thirst, and where you fell in love with whoever got there first. Don't cry, Marie. Don't cry, Marie. Don't cry, Marie. And all along the boulevard, the lights are going out on our lives that slip away into the cold patchouli dawn and disappear like breath on glass. That is Don't Cry, Marie. This is a song about a blind man called Terry and his guide dog. Now Terry is as blind can be, but still he hopes he might be cured by God's divinity. And though we tried to tell him not to hope too much, and that these gods are very old and may have lost their touch, still every now and then we take him down to Lourdes, where they hang up all the crutches of the people they have cured. And though they haven't helped him yet, he says that one day, if they do, there in God's trophy cabinet, he'll hang his guide dog too. But Terry's dog is smiling. He must know something we don't know. Oh yes, Terry's dog is smiling, but he doesn't let it show. Though sometimes late at night he sounds just like he might be taking the piss. Is that dog barking or laughing? Now Terry himself will be the first to confess that he's rather partial to the sins of the flesh. And though we tried to tell him that he might find that's the very reason why he first went blind, still we take him down the brothel and let him have a bash. We tell him that she's beautiful. Well, why waste all his cash? But Terry dreams of loving a woman other than a whore. She'll lead him on so sweetly till he can show that dog the door. But Terry's dog is smiling. He must know something we don't know. Oh yes, Terry's dog is smiling, but he doesn't let it show. Though sometimes late at night he sounds just like he might be taking the piss. Is that dog barking or laughing? Though Terry's not religious, of Bacchus he's a fan. He likes to get completely pissed as often as he can. And though we try to tell him it's not very fair, being blind to get blind drunk, he's always halfway there. Still every night we take him round the cafes and the bars. We sit there softly dreaming of a world that could be ours. A world where everybody's blind to the differences within all races and religions and the color of their skin. But Terry's dog is smiling. He must know something we don't know. Oh yes, Terry's dog is smiling, but he doesn't let it show. Though sometimes late at night he sounds just like he might be taking the piss. Is that dog barking or laughing? That's Terry's dog. Now, we have now we have I'm going to do a couple of songs off the new album. This is called If I Do, I Do. Somewhere beyond the wind, the sound of distant trains fades as the evening fades like an old tattoo. Each time I come, I swear I won't come back again, but if I do, I do. And how the north wind blows sometimes on nights like this, and shutters wink and close, and wink and close anew. I may stand closer now to the edge of the abyss, and if I do, I do. There was no blood, they said, and quick when I was born that day. I fell as easy as the sun on the morning dew. They said I'd grow to be a fine young man one day, and if I do, I do. And where the summer sang, I learned the voices of their days. I ran early in the lanes where the lapwings grew, and I might pine sometimes still for every cut and graze. And if I do, I do. And in my Sunday pew, too young, I realized there was nothing more than this, and I told them too. They said, you'll see the light one day. I said I'd be surprised, but if I do, I do. Too quick, the years burned this paper life and serves me right. I was too busy mending dreams, using hurt as glue. I never danced, I lied sometimes, I rarely stole, but still I might. And if I do, I do. But oh, the memories, the idle lines of your caress, the cherry trees in bloom beneath the room without a view. I know I lost you now and then, but, well, men have killed for less. And if I do, I do. And I may never walk down these streets in love again, nor ever sing my songs to any more than you. And I may live to die amongst the least of men. And if I do, I do. The midnight train still waits, just as it always will. And standing by the gates, the ghosts of me and you. I will not answer if I love you still. But if I do, I do. 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 Sunday morning in the sun, Sylvie cycles her way home, smiling softly to herself. No God nor master, the gods themselves would surely blush to see the wind pick up her dress. On her one tattoo that says ni Dieu ni maître, no God nor master. Just another perfect day. The flowers turn into the sun. The flowers turn their heads as one, and they seem to say, take your pleasures where you can. There are no flowers without rain. The boys all long to know her name, and some of the girls, and most of the boys. And she sings na 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 underneath the arches. Hey Sylvie, where you going to? I love your crazy shoes all the way from Hong Kong. Hey Sylvie, hey Sylvie, hey Sylvie. And she sings na 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 underneath the poplars. Hey Sylvie, lying in the grass, I watch you riding past on your lucky cycle. Hey Sylvie, hey Sylvie, hey Sylvie, I don't think I should. I don't think I should. I hope that I don't. I hope I don't fall in love with you. Hey Sylvie, hey Sylvie, hey Sylvie, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na, na 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 na. Hey Sylvie, hey Sylvie, hey Sylvie. And that was Hey Sylvie. Right. Time is moving on. I'm sorry for all the girls I've made cry. I'm sorry there weren't just one or two more. I'm sorry that now I'm going to die without ever knowing what it was for. Forgive me, you priests, forgive me my sins, forgive me for laughing and taking the piss. But if you can't forgive all of these things, forgive me just one, forgive me for this. I have no regrets, nor the arrows of love, nor the splinters of trying, nor the cabers of defeat. Well, I've done what I can. Oh, I'll sing. Oh, too thin for a thief, but too scarred to be trusted. So what else could I do but sing all day through? And now this glorious day takes the light and the colours away. Prop me up on this bed where I lay. Let me have one last chance to say, fuck you, Reverend Bishop. Fuck you all to hell. Fuck you and the lies that you tell. Fuck you all, my ex-lovers, the good, the bad, and the others. Fuck you, so long and farewell. Ah, but come when they bury me, and please, no hypocrisy. Don't let my death change your point of view. Say prayers at my death, but under your breath say, fuck you, you a shit Philip Jeays. Fuck you. I'm sorry for all the hopes that I've lost through laziness or impatience or hate. I'm sorry if sorry isn't enough. I'm sorry if sorry has come too late. Forgive me this smile, this grimace, this grin. Forgive me this ass your money can kiss. Forgive me the dreams that wouldn't give in. But most of all, forgive me for this. I have no regrets. I've ordered the waves away from the beaches and watched my feet grow wet and laughed all the more. Oh, and I'll sing all the songs I have left until I stop singing and the dirt beneath my nails can scratch out no more. And now this glorious day takes the light and the colours away. Prop me up on this bed where I lay. Let me have one last chance to say, fuck you, holy sister. Oh yes, I'm nothing if not fair. So fuck you too, just as deep and as far. Fuck you all, you who heckled me from here to eternity. Fuck you, go buy your own guitar. Oh, but come when they bury me, and please, no hypocrisy. Don't let my death change your point of view. Stand right at the front, call the vicar a cunt and say, fuck you, you a shit Philip Jeays. Fuck you. But now leave me alone. Let me go on my own, as that voice calls me in, strong and true. And let me shout back through the cold and the black, fuck you, death. Fuck you. That's called Deathbed. I still don't know if you can see this, But that's because I can't see it on what I can see. Anyway, it's the website, basically. It's jays.com. That song is called Deathbed. If you'd like to listen to it again, go to the website and you can listen to all of these songs on the albums page, and then you can buy them too, if you'd like to. So do go there. I am going to do one more. I wasn't going to do this song because I'd completely forgotten about it, even though it's a song that I've sung probably more than any other song in my life. And obviously, because I've sung it so often, I should know it, but I didn't think of doing it, but just stupid. It's about a very good friend of mine who was a complete bastard, and his name is Geoff. Thanks for being there, everybody. Thanks. I haven't really read what you've been saying, but I shall hopefully, I don't know if I can, I shall read it later, or I won't. My time is up. I've done 45 minutes and 30 seconds. Never mind. This is the last one. This is called Geoff. Geoff, you are my friend, and you will be till the end. But Geoff, sometimes inside I have these thoughts, Geoff, I have to hide. Geoff, when I think of your house, Geoff, that lovely country cottage of a house, Geoff, and I know, though it's often been said in jest, but one blow to your head and it could be mine, Geoff, mine all of the time. It could be so simple, Geoff, oh, and life could be fine. But killing you, Geoff, and really what for? 2 floors and a roof, 4 walls and a door. Isn't our friendship worth so much more, Geoff? And Geoff, you are my friend, and you will be, maybe, till the end. But Geoff, sometimes I find I have these ideas, Geoff, come into my mind. Geoff, when I think of your car, Geoff, that 4-liter, 2-seater dream of a car, Geoff, and I know how quick it could be if you were run over by me. Then it could be mine, Geoff, mine all of the time. It could be so simple, Geoff, oh, and life could be fine. But killing you, Geoff, and really what for? A car I would love till the next one I saw. Isn't our friendship worth so much more, Geoff? And Geoff, you are my friend, and you will be, maybe, till the end. But Geoff, sometimes awake in my bed, I hear these voices, Geoff, inside my head. Geoff, when I think of your wife, Geoff, that smiling, beguiling blonde of a wife, Geoff, and I think we will all die one day. But if I could just show you the way, then she could be mine, Geoff, mine all of the time. It could be so simple, Geoff, oh, and life could be fine. But killing you, Geoff, and really what for? A smile and a kiss from some bleach-blonded whore. Isn't our friendship worth so much more? Geoff. Yes, killing you, Geoff, and really what for? I'm round at your house most evenings, what's more. I've been in your car 10 times or more. And as for your wife, Geoff, well, what are friends for? Geoff, say nothing more. Geoff, what are friends That's it from me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being there. I shall now have a little look at what you've said and say hello to you. Yes, I suppose now I just click end live video and that's it. So thank you very much. Do go to the website, jays.com, and have a look around there and sign up to the mailing list. And we shall let you know about new CDs and bits and pieces and gigs and stuff like that. Okay, thanks very much for being there, and hopefully I'll see you again in the real world at some point. Thanks. Good night.